Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Werewolf the Apocalypse Chronicle of Bane and Blood. This is Season 2, Episode 3, No Way Forward. So let's meet our werewolves, starting with Avery.
Hi, everybody. It's me, Avery, at Averydaboi on all the social media platforms. I style myself as something of an internet personality, but none of that's important right now, because you're here to see Markus, Nebelstreif, Sweets, the Black Fury Galliard.
Az.
Hey everybody, I'm Az, or As I was on the social media, because I think I'm funny. And today I will be playing everyone's favorite red Talon Ragabash, Timber Shakes the Trees, previous Wyrmfoe.
Previous Wyrmfoe. Luna.
Hi, I'm Luna, or druidbynight. You can find me at druidbynight on most social media platforms, including on Twitch, where I stream. But for this game, I will be playing Lorelei Savagewind, Black Fury Theurge, Best Pack Leader.
Michael.
Hello, this is Lucid, or Aster. I am here and playing the rather tall Bonar Philodox that is vibing, thick.
And last but not least, Ramos.
Hello everyone, my name is Gil Ramos, aka Ramos Nomad on social media. I am CEO and founder of Rolling Nomads, and tonight I have the pleasure of once again playing Elias Hardy to Richter, the Ghost Council Ahroun.
Excellent. Took us to episode 3, but excellent. Good job, Ramos. Proud of you. So if you all are ready, lass uns anfangen, or let us begin, and let's return not to Berlin, but somewhere unknown, unknowable, deep in the heart of a prison of Ahroun's making. The ex-wife of Elias Richter, who is now a being of some considerable wealth and power. Whether you all have a name or an idea of what Ahroun is exactly, that is up to you to know. Where you all stand currently is in a glass box, with thick steel beams as large as the tree trunks in the forest where you were born, Timber. Chains suspend this box in the air, each link as long as the length of your bodies, even you, Hanbald. Where they connect to, you cannot see. Every once in a while, a stream of green-coded data flickers across the glass, but perhaps most disturbingly of all, above you, above the box, a digital unlidded eye is watching you. If you move, it moves, no matter how slight. This is the situation you all find yourselves in.
Timber has been clawing at the side of this bubble, trying to throw gremlins, gem technology. Nothing is working for Timber.
Does Timber have Dotson wisdom?
No. Yes.
Okay. Would you like to make a wits and wisdom roll?
Yes, I would. And if I remember right, my rage was at 2.
Everyone's rage and amount of willpower remains the same.
All right.
However, everyone may increase their rage by 1.
I will do
Yes,
so.
please. No more lost pups. Ooh, that is 4.
With 4 successes, you are not a cult yourself, but you are intelligent enough to, or witty enough, or wise enough, to determine that your gifts granted to you by wild spirits are not accessible to you.
April cut off back from wild.
I feel it too. But we can get out. We need to get out.
Break through bubble, break chains, eat eye. And Timber's going to look up at the eye that's just watching us.
Yes, can everyone make me a wits and awareness roll? Nothing for Markus.
You said wits and awareness?
Wits and
Oh, I
awareness.
miscounted dice.
For
1 and 1 keys.
oof. All right, we'll get right to that. Elias.
Nothing but teeth. 3 things of teeth.
Wonderful. Timber.
4.
Okay.
And teeth.
Okay, not for you. So, Hunbald and Timber, as you're talking, Markus, your in a state where you just saw someone who maybe possibly is your daughter trapped in this, you don't know how long, maybe her entire life. You're kind of reeling from everything that just happened. Lorelei and Elias, you are angry. Lorelei for your sense of justice, for being a part of Gorgon's tribe. Elias, because this is all being done by your ex-wife. Both of you start railing with that brutal failure. Both of you start railing against the glass box, beating against it. But Hunbald and Timber, you notice that as you were speaking to each other, this data that's running across the screen was recording you. The words that you spoke to each other has gotten filtered in somehow and been collected.
What is that thing?
Ember switches to the Garu tongue. That way they can't understand. Timber and the pack saw something similar with data in Berlin, in the glass tubes. It is her. This is how her. Timber can't use other people's words right now.
I'll nod and also switch to Garotang and just... Right. This way we communicate, but still keep it vague. Something tells me if we spend too much time here, we will give them ways to interpret.
Only speak when important.
So, Markus, you're watching Hunbald and Timber speak to each other in hushed tones in the Garu tongue. You're watching Lorelei and Elias rage against this glass box, which does not move or shake, even though it's suspended in the air with nothing below it, and the only thing above it is an eye. What are you doing, or what are you thinking, or what are you feeling?
Let's go in reverse order of the way that you said them.
Okay.
What is Markus feeling? A perverse sense of guilt. He knows he could step out of this place, but it would be him alone. What is he thinking? That perhaps I should have given Papa a little bit more slack. He had his hands full.
Mm-hmm.
Which is just an obvious buzz to keep the latent anxiety of what they saw in that lab down. What is Markus doing? Markus is going to go back to lupus form and will begin to raise his voice in a howl. That howl is a story in the Garu tongue. It is the story of his mother's father, at least as much as he can remember of it. And I would like to enact the Song of Valor, if I could.
Okay. I need you to make me a rage check.
Sure.
I have questions
You
about
need
the dimension of
to
this
be in one
bubble.
of your... I'm sorry, give me 1 second,
Oops.
Timber. You need to be in Krinos, Glabro, or Hispo.
So I'll need another rage check for that.
Mm-hmm.
Then we'll go Glabro. 2 successes on rage checks.
All right. Then you may roll me Charisma and Honor. If you get a critical success, this song will inspire everyone to be able to roll all of their failed dice, as opposed to just 3, for the entire story, as opposed for just the scene. Entire session, I should say.
7 successes, and it is critical.
All right. So for the rest of this session, all of you, when you want to use willpower to re-roll any failed dice, you can re-roll all of your failed dice, not just 3. All of you feel extremely inspired as Markus tells you the story of the glory of his parents, or sings the song of glory, I should say. What form did you change into?
Glabro.
Glabro. All right. Lorelei, what are you doing now that you've railed against this glass box and you realize it can't break? Marcus's words sort of penetrate you and make you feel very inspired to do something. What is it that you want to do?
I think Lorelei is, when she starts to feel that inspiration coming, the beating against the glass slows to a stop, and she has kind of hot tears stinging her eyes. And I would like to shift to Lupus and begin the rite of Shadow Passage.
All right. You need to be Krinos, Hispo, or Glabro.
I will switch to Hispo then. So
All right. So that's a rage check, please.
It's good. Success.
Okay. That's going to be your highest level of renown plus occult. If you get a critical success, no one's going to get hurt going through the shadow passage that will hopefully open. All of your rights are available to you, just for clarification, as those are passed from Garu to Garu. That is not necessarily granted by a spirit. And Lorelei, you can also tell me what it is that you do to open the passage, because it's different for every Garu. How do you think Tiara taught you how to do this? Elias, you can tell me when I circle back to you. Elias, you rail against the glass box that does not open, or does not crack. What is it that you're thinking, feeling, and doing?
He's fully at his capacity for emotion, so he's defaulted to rage.
Lorelei, your roll, please.
8 critical.
8 critical. No one's going to get hurt going through this passage. Well, how is it that you open this door?
I think, like before, when we were in Berlin, Lorelei prefers being a quadruped with this rite, using her paws to draw a circle. It helps when there's dirt or dust, but I imagine there's none of that, so she's just using her mind's eye to draw the circle as it is forming light under her paws.
Okay. And you howl, I assume?
Yes.
And all of you can see a passage open. It's large enough to fit all of you, and doesn't look like it's going to be... the crossing is going to be dangerous. You don't see anything that looks from the naked eye to be dangerous. But you know it won't stay open forever.
We have a way out. In the guard tongue. We should leave quickly. Unless there's anything else, any other information we can glean.
There might be something. And Markus will look over to Elias. Do you want to take Ypres' eye? I'll look up. I don't need to be able to reach it. If there's a spirit in that thing, I can take it.
Do it.
Give me something of yours.
And
Something to bind it to.
Elias will give him one of his rings.
Sure, that'll work. And Markus will set it down and begin the rite of binding.
Right.
And if there's a spirit in this eye, I would like to take it as a gift for Elias.
That is glory and occult. For this, I need a very high amount of successes.
I'm going to guess that my specialty in Garu lore does not count here.
No. I have a table for the exact kind of spirit that's in here. It is called a Weaver Remnant. I need 15 successes to bind it.
That's just 15.
Yeah.
That's 1, 2, 3 crits plus 3.
It takes an exceptional amount of concentration, Markus. You can feel the power of whatever is powering this eye fighting against you. You hear it in sounds of static and digital noise. It penetrates your mind. You feel it somehow inside of your teeth and your jaw. You feel it coursing through your body, this electrical impulse. But you do pull it down, and as you pull it down into this small object, the eye goes dark, and suddenly everywhere you are is dark. The digital messages stop going along the box, and all of you start to hear the sound of metal breaking.
We should go now.
I think just to add a little bit of flavor, this rite was passed to Markus from Tierra.
It was, yes.
There is a lot of chanting, but as Marcus's focus increases, his voice doubles, his scars begin to glow green, and the shadow of balefire dances in his eyes as he pulls this thing down and into the ring. And in those last moments, it is like Dark Litany is speaking through him again as he, not like Tierra does, coaxing the thing in, as he brute force jams this spirit into the ring. And he'll kind of stand on shaky legs and put it in Elias's hand. You will tell the Horned Serpent that I did you a favor.
Yes, we talked to Horned Serpent. It needs to happen. The door not going to stay open. This is on Lorelei. Lorelei.
All of you feel the glass that you are standing on begin to crack.
Time to go.
I'll hold the door open. I'll be the last one through.
All right. I need to know who is not the last one in besides Lorelei. Who's the second to last one in?
I'll be the second to last.
Right. Lorelei, dexterity and athletics. Hunbald, wits and athletics.
4 on a crit.
Mm-hmm. If Lorelei
Just
falls. All right. Both of you make it in without any requirements of you to save each other. More's the pity for me. Where all of you step into you cross the gauntlet that Lorelei opened, and what's interesting is all of you have passed into the Umbra before. Some of you more than others. However, this doesn't feel right. The Umbra is a place of chaos for the most part. Wild spirits run rampant. There is no structure and order to the Umbra like there used to be some time ago. Now it's very much a no man's land, a sort of the old west of the spirit world. But this doesn't feel anything like that as you pass through it. What you step into is a vast city that seems to be circular in nature. All the streets that you can see from where you are curve back. Hang on, knocked something over. Curve back towards the center, as do all of the white marble and glass buildings. They're all curving in as if they are being pulled in by something. And there seems to be no visible horizon. And by that, I mean everything begins and ends at this center point. Nothing is expanding. The streets are filled with what seems to be drone-like figures. They all walk in single file lines. They go into storefronts, they go into buildings, they exit them. They are all faceless, gray, and soundless.
Is it possible? Is it still silent if I'm trying to reach any of the wild spirits and stuff like that? Is it still silent for us?
That's what I mean when I say this does not feel right. This feels like you're not necessarily in the Umbra that you would be familiar with.
There's not out of danger yet.
We are out of box, not out of locker.
With Underworld Initiate, do I see any incorporeal or corporeal spirits?
No, which tells you that you are... Well, okay, let me rephrase. You don't see any ghosts. That's the first off. So you're not in the lower Umbra. That you know off the bat. Do you see any spirits? Not yet. Not from where you are. Maybe if you head closer to where everything is pointing into the central point. Can't tell you.
Well, it would appear the only way out is through.
Mama had a word for places like this. They are all a part of the same construct within the Umbra. They are. It's not like different sides of a mirror. That's not how it works. It's like we're very deep into the nesting doll. A demimond, Mama used to call them. It's going to take some amount of effort to break free from April's construct.
We break toy.
Oh, this is not a toy. She's hiding something here. And she made the mistake of letting us in.
We can choose to spend the time to find it, whatever she's hiding, or for our safety, and for us being able to escape with our lives. We need to focus on that instead.
When are we going to get the chance to strike at her like this again?
That is a good point. If we can gather information, if we can figure out the ins and outs and see what she's hiding, then maybe the next time we see her, we'll be prepared.
We need to be prepared because we have to get out Pup.
Yes. But here we do not hear wild spirits.
And Timber refuses until we are out of this place to speak in anything but the Garu tongue.
Fair enough.
Mhm.
Does that
Yeah, I've not
go for
changed.
everyone?
I've not changed.
Yes.
Okay. So, what is the decision here? Are we heading towards the central area? Are we trying to open the shadow passage again? What are we doing?
I think Lorelei's sense of justice and vengeance beckons her towards the nexus point of this, wherever we are.
Construct, as Markus called it, which is as good a word as any. As you travel through these streets, these drones are everywhere. These faceless, soundless people. They don't seem to notice that you're here. They don't seem to react to you at all. You're not quite sure what they are. They are not spirits, however. They're not Banes. They're not spirits. With your Underworld Initiate, Lorelei, and the fact that most of you interact with spirits on a regular basis, you would know that immediately. So, if you want to figure out what they are as you walk, I need a very high wits and wisdom roll from someone.
3.
That's not high enough.
Yeah, okay.
Hunbold.
I have physically not enough dice to do this, but we'll see.
Elias?
That's also a 3.
Oh, 3.
6 successes.
6. Lorelei. 4.
4.
Markus.
I did not roll because my pool for that is 2 dice.
Elias. 6 successes. You wouldn't know exactly who they are, but that's enough successes for you to determine that these were people. Real people, ones that Abreu put here.
They're people. She brought them here.
Sarah,
Like
Yeah.
what?
Mama Maggie said, remember Lorelei?
The people said she erased.
We have to get them out.
This is a prison.
Lorelei, Raina's papa's here.
Yes. And I think I'm gonna be on the lookout for anything of interest, but she is like walking with purpose towards the center now.
Mm-hmm. Yes, even if you were looking for Renata's father, all of these people look the same. There's nothing to discern them from each other. But you're on the lookout for something interesting. Yes, sorry, someone spoke.
Question: do they have different scents or smells?
Nope. They have no discernible smell, no discernible. They don't make any sounds. No discernible facial features, no discernible clothing. They're all the same color, they same height, same weight, move the same. No, they don't make any noise.
Knowing that these drones are not technically antagonistic to us right now, Khanbal is going to stand up a little straighter as he follows towards the center. At the same time, just kind of like looking through and just,
This is a prison. We've just escaped our rung to find another. The information that we could get from freeing these would be vast.
We need to. I mean, we can't just leave them here in this prison, as you said.
I don't know anything about their magic. What are the chances that she didn't actually remove them from the timeline or whatever?
Like how Crack Teeth puts things on stick for kids.
Well,
That she just blanked them and they're walking around the world like this, faceless, nameless, not seeable to normal people.
energy cannot be created or destroyed. It can only change.
We say
Shiny,
that, but she's like a god, so
shiny woman is wild spirit, and she is not Weaver trash, but Weaver trash.
I don't think it much matters. I want to save them, but I'm not sure that we can.
Like Pigeon. Remember Pigeon? Timber bit Pigeon, and Pigeon was not Pigeon.
It is unfortunate, but it's like you said, Markus, if we are able to find information, regardless whether or not we could save everybody, we could prevent this from happening in the future. For that, though, it means however we look for information, we need to make sure we can get out.
As you all continue walking through these drones, as I said, don't acknowledge you or notice you in any way, you do notice something different. I said the cityscape is all very similar shade. There's no discernible light coming from anywhere. No horizon, so no sun. However, you do see something that is entirely different from everywhere that you've seen so far. You see multicolored lights coming from an alleyway. Pastel lights. Rainbow in color.
Do I smell anything?
You smell chalk.
Does anybody else smell that? Chalk?
From the alleyway.
Esoteric.
It doesn't look like the alleyway at Esoteric, no.
I will head down the alleyway.
Head down the alleyway and you see where this light is coming from. It is a graffiti. A child's drawing or sketch, chalk outline of a unicorn. It is the only bright and colorful spot, it seems, in this entire place.
Markus will bow his head in respect.
Lorelei will do so as well.
Timber's gonna shift to Lupus and howl
All right.
to see if anyone answers.
Shift to Lupus and you howl. And with your underworld initiate, Lorelei, before you see it, you know that a spirit is near. And it is not just any spirit. It is the patron spirit of the children of Gaia. Unicorn appears from mist in the alleyway and observes all of you.
Hanbart is going to shift to Lupus as well and just bow in deference.
Greetings, great spirit.
Unicorn bows their head as well and looks over at the graffiti, looks back at you, and when Unicorn speaks with you, its mouth doesn't move. It speaks with you inside of your mind. And it says, "Some things in this world, even what they consider to be deviant, they cannot erase from the unconscious mind of humanity, no matter how hard they try."
Is this why Unicorn here? To make sure not forgotten?
I am here because a little girl drew a visage of me in the heart of this stronghold. A little girl who knew nothing but the lies and rhetoric of the Weaver. Still her mind wandered into my meadow. And she made this. Made me manifest. The small act of defiance is stronger than the one keeping her captive.
Lost pup? What is Lost Pup's name?
I believe it is Felicitas.
One step closer to not lost.
I see that you all are not trapped here. You are journeying through here.
Yes. Trying to help those we can and learn as much information as there is to learn.
To escape this place, you must defeat the guardian who keeps it locked. I can help you with this. Not in a way that most patron spirits would offer you a great gift of power, but I can offer you the gift of escape. However, I can only offer it to one of my, and none of mine are here.
Equally so. This act of defiance, this graffiti, drew you here. Is it possible for any of us to defy this place in a similar fashion?
If you mean, can you draw upon your own patron spirits here, do not take offense when I say you do not possess the innocence of a child.
How I wish I still had it. Not for this particular motion. Please.
To one of my tribe, I can offer a gift that will put the guardian into a slumber. all the doors would open and you could escape.
But you know where it is.
I think you know where it is as well. Horned Serpent misses very little.
What guard this place?
That would be a cybernetic creature called Betul.
What?
What form of creature is that?
Something beyond my understanding.
Timber's just looking at Elias.
To steal words, you need to remember words.
That was the name April suggested for the child, Elias.
I know.
She bound spirit. Here. If she made spirit, that is even worse.
Is there a way to free... If all the doors would open, would it free everybody trapped here? Would it free the spirit to no longer be bound?
I don't know. As I said, the machinations of the Weaver and of this stagnant magic is far beyond my own understanding. Perhaps if I was Spider, I could help you more. My only help that I can offer is safe passage for, noble as it is, to defeat the construct and perhaps free all the people here. It is often wiser to live to fight another day when you are prepared.
I have all I need. Pack leader, it's up to you.
If all the doors are thrown open, that's the only chance we have of freeing these people, at least right now. It's a gamble.
The life of a Garu is a gamble. But if you all die at the hands of Betul, you will not carry your tale to anyone beyond.
And no one will know of lost pup.
That information must persist.
We can't seriously be discussing leaving them here.
We're not. We're throwing the doors open. And Lorelei, still in Hispo, will raise her head and square her shoulders and take a step towards Unicorn.
I suppose it makes the most sense that the one who leads the pack makes the sacrifice.
It's what we do.
Do you swear to uphold the favor of Unicorn from now until you end your life?
I do. I swear it.
Unicorn is not about justice and vengeance. Unicorn is about empathy. Unicorn is about bringing Garu together, not separating them by crass ideologies. The children of Gaia are the peacemakers of the Garu. From now on, Lorelei, you can add 1 die to awareness or insight whenever it's called for. And this would tell you, as Unicorn explains this gift to you, this would tell you that Betul is not a spirit. and is not fully machine. To sleep, something must be living in some way.
It's neither spirit nor machine.
Unicorn responds, it's something, as I said, it's something beyond my understanding. Something more, something less. I suppose you'll find out.
She nods and bows her head again and says, "Thank you for this gift, Great Spirit."
I'll be sure to see you again, child of Gaia. He looks to you, Markus. Child of Gorgon. This gift I could not grant to you, but this gift can also put those that you wish to remove against their will from dangerous places to sleep, should you need it to.
Lorelei was favored by Gorgon. She will be jilted by this unicorn.
Gorgon rides atop a great steed. She has respect for those who carry the burdens that others cannot.
Respect and hurt feelings often come to a certain intersection.
I'm sure that Wolf felt the same way when Crimson Howler accepted Northwind as his patron.
I wouldn't know.
I wish you well and wish you luck, Garu. If you die, I hope to see you in the Umbra. Very slowly you watch Unicorn fade back into this graffiti.
We have means of escape and potential means of rescue.
We
Yes.
make plan.
And Timber's looking at Lorelei.
And then come back.
Yes, we need every resource we can muster in order to save Lost Pup. And every Lost Pup.
We have no way of knowing if we'll even be able to make it back.
Timber swore to Loon no more lost pup. There will be no more lost pup.
Our best bet is to take care of this now.
I'll be able to find the path back.
We were only able to get here because of Renata.
But now that we've been here, I'll be able to find the path back.
For clarification, if you're speaking of Lost Pup, Felicitas, you encountered her in the actual physical world, not
Yes.
in the Umbra.
If we're in
talking about all of them, because who knows how many are here.
The drones, you mean?
Yeah.
Mm,
How many did she take out?
that's
And
a
there's
little
t-
bit more difficult.
they have her in the real world. Where were we last in the real world where we couldn't cross over?
Bleach building.
Whatever they are building in Grunewald. We have to go back. So as they're keeping Felicitas. So where she's doing all of this. I think. I could just be talking out of my asshole. But
There is only one way to find out. that starts by getting out of here.
Yeah.
So, you continue moving to the center, to the nexus point, as Lorelei called it, of this cityscape. Eventually, you come to where all of the streets and all of the buildings, even the cars, the lampposts that don't make any light, everything bends towards it, and it gets more intensely bent as you travel to the center. And it is a giant, what looks like a plain, ordinary building. A square, flat building. The most inornate of all the buildings you've seen.
Looking up, is there entryways and windows and whatnot?
There's a single door, no windows.
Reminds me of Berghain.
It does look like that.
Well, the only way out is through.
So, Lorelei goes in first. Everyone heads into this building, I assume. Unless there's any other preparations you'd like to make for heading in. All right. So, walk inside. Doesn't look super normal as it did in the exterior. In the interior, doesn't look too much like a building as it looks like a giant room that just stretches onward forever. Inside, you see extremely disturbing things. You see what could only be called science experiments. You see specimens in jars, deformed humanoids, organs, some things that look like Elias, but are malformed. You see nuclear shadows. And if you don't know what those are shadows left behind by an atom bomb. You see nuclear shadows everywhere, all over this room that stretches on forever. And in some of these nuclear shadows, you can almost make out a story. And the story seems to be a person in a hospital bed with other shadows poking at them, prodding them, scolding them. And I need everyone to make me wits and wisdom rolls. Because as you walk through all of these laboratory experiments, there seems to be documents and folders here, but you can't read them. They're static, and you can't pick them up either.
I'm going to elect to fail that roll because I only have 2 dice anyway.
Okay. One of them only Hunbald could read.
4 successes, though.
Okay, perfect. Well, hold on to that, please. Lorelei.
5.
Perfect. Timber. Perfect. Elias?
7.
7. All right. We're going to start with Hunbald. Hunbald, you come across what looks like crates, and the crates themselves aren't static, but the label across the crates is static. So you look at it and you really focus, you really concentrate on what it says, and it eventually comes into focus, and you realize it's written in Cyrillic, which you can read. You're from the Ural Mountains. It's not your native language, but it was prevalent enough in the Sept that you can speak it and read it. And it says that it is from Yekaterinburg inside of the Ural Mountain region, which is the largest city in the Ural Mountain region. You would know that. Specifically, it is from a place called Green Earth Technologies, which is a subsidiary of Pentex. Do you open the crate?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Y'all watch Hunbald open up this crate, or we'll say Markus watches it, since the rest of you are actively looking. Markus isn't. Markus, you also see what's inside this crate. Inside are the vivisected and chemically preserved bodies of your parents.
Yeah, so that rage, I would like to raise
I will
the
allow it.
rage. Okay, yeah.
My parents. The remains of the Sept in the Ural Mountains.
You grab one, I'll grab the other.
If you protect me, I can get both.
My father, Crimson Howler, said that no Guru bears a burden alone. I will protect them as if they were my own.
Thank you.
And I will.
Can I ask you a question?
Speak freely.
Did you know stargazers before they left us?
No.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, no problem.
It seems that this is a situation a little bit more personal and connected than I had so thought in the first place.
I mean, shit, dude, your nieces and nephews, kind of saved my life as a kid. When I wasn't a kid, I was kind of a kid. I don't know. It's...
And I saw your eyes looking at Lost Pup. Connected.
Yeah. Definitely connected. I can't focus on that right now, or I'm going to fuck this up. So... Yeah. Yeah, let's just focus on getting your parents out of here.
We're packmates now, Markus. Whether you liked it in the first place or not, we share burdens. All burdens. Everyone.
I didn't like it. I still don't like it, but I'm going to help you.
Can I live?
I
Sorry.
didn't get the chance to bury my parents. They kind of gave up their Papa called it gnosis, I think. They gave all they had so that Bo could live. They didn't leave behind bodies. So I'm happy to help you bury yours.
And if that's the case, in some indirect manner, your parents is the reason I am here in the first place. Your parents are the reason I could see my kin again. I see this and rectify the wrongs.
I'm going to see if I can lift the crate.
You can.
Yeah, then I'll just lift the crate of both the bodies and just...
You need not shoulder this burden, but keep us safe with that claw of yours.
They're detachable.
All the more reason then.
Sure, big man. Whatever you want.
Timber. 4 successes. You also see something from Green Earth Technologies. It is a series of animals that are preserved in some sort of fluid. That's also in a crate. It's a series of animal specimens, you might say. Also from the region that you were picked up in. Unclear of exactly what it is that they are doing with them. But you also see something called a folder next to it that says that's called Operation Eliminate Tinkerbell Weapons in Berlin. It's almost like someone didn't have time to come up with a good operation name.
Timber's looking at all of this, and there's flashes in her mind of that first change and ripping through things that had that stamp on it. And if I'm remembering, it also had weight enterprises.
That did. This doesn't.
I think that is what she is looking for. And then opens the folder for Tinkerbell.
Can't open the folder. The folders are staticky. Can't touch them.
So she tries and then is trying to like see as much as she can.
Mm-hmm.
And is just putting that in her mind and then looking. There's a moment where she forgets and she starts to look for her mother. And then remembers and is going to go find Lorelei if there's anything she can grab. Because like the specimens are probably very big. But
they're a variety of woodland critters from the Bialowiska forest.
she's going to grab a small one just so that it has the label and the information and make crack teeth look into it.
Mm-hmm.
Brother's mate will be useful for something. Timber is taking squirrel. That should have been Timber's squirrel anyway. Timber would have hunted it and it would have had a glorious death.
Mm-hmm. Lorelei, you come across two projects, two folders that you can't pick up. One of them is called Project Chimera. And the other is called Project Deepwater.
Chimera. And I can't open these folders?
No. But again, as I said, Markus is not actively looking for things, so Markus, you can also be here for that. And you can hear Lorelei whisper Chimera.
Ew. What are you reading?
Just the label on this folder.
Chimera's the patron spirit of the stargazers.
Yes, that's what's curious about this.
And lastly, Elias, with 7 successes, you find something that you can pick up. Because it is not a folder. It is like a touchpad, like a tablet. You can pick it up, but you can't slide across it. And what it has on it is Project Consensus Reclamation. And in large bold letters, it says, Reclaim the Shadow Bane.
Fuck.
The details of this particular dossier, you can't read any farther than just the main page, but it discusses a lot of strange terminology that Elias wouldn't necessarily know. It talks about the Lower Umbra and the fact that it was forged in the Lower Umbra, and it talks about the fact that inside of it is a soul of a Nefandi, or and in parentheses it says, AKA fucking kill it now.
Cool, super cool, super cool, super cool, cool. Yep, I will share this with my pack.
You may all take a moment to share everything that you have found as Khanbald returns over to the rest of you, carrying a crate of dead bodies.
What did you find?
We will take them with us. My parents, Zorig, and Sarantuya.
She'll nod and share an empathetic look to humbled, and share what she found. Because I don't imagine that Project Chimera or Project Deepwater means anything to anybody here, aside from Chimera being the patron spirit of the Stargazers.
Timber found Tinkerbell.
Like,
Project Tinkerbell.
oh,
They are ruining Timber's first home.
They're ruining everyone's homes, Timber.
They've destroyed mine.
we put a stop to it. We'll make things right. We have to. If not us, then who?
Those who come after. We won't be able to fix it all.
We do what we can. Get what information we can. Get Weaver Trash to crack teeth for more information, Brother Elias.
I just want them to pay for every inch of ground they stand to gain, with blood enough to choke them to death.
And for that, we do what we must. We get out.
Yes, all the more reason to find a safe way out. And I think Lorelei was already feeling this pang of guilt for essentially reneging on her vow to Gorgon for the sake of her pack and for everybody. But when Markus speaks of vengeance, I think it rings louder. And she's almost trying to convince herself that she made the correct decision.
So you continue traveling along this hall that you think is never going to end. You come across more specimens, but these are a little bit different. Unlike everything else that you've come across that seems to have some sort of static over it or some sort of digital dust over it, as if these are things that have existed within this construct for a significant amount of time, these things seem shinier and newer and fresher. And you can see who rolled 7 successes. That was Elias. Elias, you can see that all of them are labeled, even though they do have a static film over them. They are bits and pieces of blood, bone marrow, brain, skin, and they are labeled kinfolk this, kinfolk that, depending on what the exact specimen is. There's extraction from a pituitary gland. It seems that wherever these things come from, and they're all labeled with F1. So they're all come from as far as you can tell, come from a singular person. And whoever this person is, if they seem to have had everything removed from them that could possibly be removed from them. But you notice it's only small pieces. So it's very likely that if the F stands for Felicitas, they are all from Felicitas, that she is obviously still alive. And they align this hallway as you walk down. They have taken, and as you walk, you realize they start saying F2, F3, F4, and you notice some of the samples are larger as you go along, and you realize that the 1 and the 2 and the 3 is indicating the age at which they were taken.
I'm already at max rage. I'd like to increase my rage and take the willpower to act. Take the damage.
Yes. Do you share this with your pack?
No, not yet.
Okay. But all of you would notice as you walk that it's just the same specimens in the jars over and over again. In the same sequence. brain and pituitary and skin and blood, and it's just like over and over and over and over and over again as the room gets narrower as you continue to walk.
Lorelei's just leading the pack through, looking at everything, but not being able to read the labels. I think she feels Elias's rage radiating off of him, but I don't know, the silence is too heavy to break.
Timber's fingers keep like her paws. Like you can hear the drag of the claw as she walks.
Because it would be so good to destroy their little experiment. But we think about our actions.
Do you knock any of them over?
No, not yet.
Gets exhausting after a while. All of you. Especially since you can't read the label, and Elias hasn't told you that he can. And eventually you do come to the last one, and it says F15. And that seems to be the last one.
Where do we go from here? Keep walking?
I don't see. I'll look to my left, to my right, forward.
Hall just keeps going, but there seems to be nothing there. Gets darker too.
It has to be through. There's no other way out.
Unless it just loops us in a circle like information tends to. Or this isn't where the Guardian is.
Given that we were told it's living, can Timber smell anything alive as we move forward? Like if someone's been coming here and patrolling, because usually they guard things that are important to them. At least that's what we do.
No.
Okay.
Go forward. It loops you back into this hallway of specimens. F1, F2, F3, F4.
Well, you were right. We are in a loop.
The Guardian is not here. Or we just can't see them.
We could always make them come here.
I put one hand towards one of the jars, like about to smash it, and just
We could. Whatever we destroy, they will have to take from her again.
So older one then.
No. No. We should go.
Then we just trip alarm. And Timber's gonna take and kind of jump up and start batting at one of the specimens. Because last time we tapped on glass, an alarm went off. And
Yeah. Okay, you start tapping on any of them.
if the first one doesn't work, the next one.
No, the first one works. And as you do so, an alarm does indeed go off. All of the specimens that are on these pedestals, something opens in the floor and lowers them all down. You hear a voice come out of the darkness. Is someone there?
have we heard this whole voice before?
Never in your life. What emerges out from the wall could only be described as a cyborg. Seems to be attached to these wires and electrical impulses that exist within the wall, into the back of its head, into its arms and its legs. Its stomach seems to have a lot of, you're not sure, buttons, digital workings of some kind, but there seems to be significant amount of biological qualities to it, including the fact that it has Elias's eyes.
Not for fucking long, it doesn't. Rabbit shit.
Okay, no talking to it, just fighting it. Is that correct?
I was going to begin the lullaby.
Ah, so you don't want to fight it, you want to put it to sleep. Is that
Yes.
correct? All right. Well, we're going to take a break right here as Betul emerges. And I need everyone to come to a consensus if you are gonna fight it or if you are going to let Lorelei attempt to put it to sleep. Hello, everyone. Back from our break. The pack has made their way through this city construct of Abruz, and they've come to the guardian that keeps this particular pocket of the Umbra closed. A creature called Betul that has Elias's eyes and seems to be some sort of cyborg humanoid makeup. And we are going to begin, and it asked if anyone is there, and it appeared out of the wall. It's attached to the wall and is blocking your path forward, attached to the walls from either side. And we're going to begin with Markus. What is it that you do as it stares at you?
I think Markus will start with a smile. Say, hello. I'm called Markus.
I know who you are, Markus. You are the progenitor.
Terrifying. Do you want to leave this place with us? Would you?
Why would I want to leave?
Because there's an entire world out there that you are made for.
This place is me, and I am it. I guard it for Mother until she is ready for me.
And what about knowing the love of your father? And if I could make a charisma persuasion?
Sure.
2, 3, 4, 7 successes.
What is it that you're trying to persuade her to do?
To leave this place with us.
She says, as tempting as it is to see what exists beyond this place, as I already said, this place is me, and I am it. I cannot leave. I can only wait.
Is that what she told you?
No. It is what she designed of me.
We are more than the designs of our creators.
I see you speak in flowery language. I speak in literal. I am this place, and this place is me.
So step through the portal with us. See what happens.
I cannot.
Of your own will, or you don't wish to?
I have not been granted my own will. Not in the way that you mean. Not yet. Not until we have what we need from your offspring.
Try to step through the portal with us.
I cannot.
And if we picked you up and carried you across?
You would have to drag the city with you. For I am this place, and this place is me.
And if we brought you through, we would be pulling the plug from the drain.
You speak in metaphor, and I don't understand.
It wasn't a metaphor.
It is to me. For I am this place, and this place is me.
Timber was carrying around the squirrel, like, in her jaws, but I need a human tongue to talk to this thing, so I would like to be Hamid now.
What is it that you are waiting on?
And we're literally just stalling for time for this ritual.
For the gift, yeah. Mother is working to make the world in her image.
What does that mean? You said no metaphor. You are being very vague. What does this image look like?
I dare not speak for the specifications of Mother's vision. But a world without deviance is her top priority.
Would you not be considered a deviant?
Perhaps I would. Only Mother knows.
Who is Mother? Just so we are clear.
Mother is Ahroun.
So Mother made you. That is how mothers work.
With a little help.
How help?
I was not there for the creation process.
Most of us were not, no. Progeny.
Progeny?
You take care of progeny? Or just things that come from progeny?
What Mother stores here, I guard, including what you are carrying.
What else does... I'd like to increase my rage.
Sure.
What else does Mother have you guard?
Anything that she needs me to store.
Including people?
There are no people here.
Things in city, what do you consider things in city?
Echoes.
Echoes. Were you Echo before? Or are just Weaver trash and bits?
I couldn't say. I was not there for the creation process.
Yes, you did say this before. Yes. You have lovely eyes.
Thank you.
I don't have anything to fucking say to this thing. Someone's gonna need to hold Elias back because I'm ready to fucking tear its eyes out.
You may.
Is anyone gonna stop me? Someone, if we're, if someone would like to stop me, by all means. I hate this fucking thing.
I'm in the way. You will have to go through Timber, and Timber didn't get her fight with Elias. And it's just gonna turn around if we hear the bone crack.
Well, I need to know what Elias is doing, regardless of what everyone else is doing.
Rapid shift.
Rapid shift. It's a rage check, please. And a dexterity and glory roll. Which form are you shifting into?
A quick shift to Glabro.
Okay, you need 2 successes in dexterity and glory, otherwise you're gonna hurt yourself.
4 successes.
4 successes, yes. So you successfully shift into, you said, Hispo?
Glabro.
Glabro. Successfully shift into Glabro. Doesn't take a scene. You have a minor and a full action left.
I would love to step forward. I'm gonna go toward this. I'm gonna be in this thing's face.
Mm-hmm.
If no one stops me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if Lorelei looking at you very like, don't you fucking do it, I got this under control, would stop you, then yeah.
Dang, I hate this thing.
Can't imagine why. What are you doing, Ramos?
I have nothing left. That's my turn.
You're ceding the rest of your turn?
Yep.
All right, Lorelei.
Lullaby.
Sorry. Everything's gonna be all right. Rockabye. Composure wisdoms. Need you spend a point of willpower, please.
Avery, you want to get in on this, or what are you doing, bud?
Avery's not even paying
Player,
attention.
you wanna
Avery's,
fucking-
Avery's
Finger
not
wiggle.
even
Fucking-
here.
Give me your fucking fingers. You wanna
Avery's in the
fucking- there you go.
chicken store. Avery left his soul in the chicken store.
Fair. Willpower. Yeah. Holy shit.
Is that a good holy shit or?
That's a really bad holy shit.
Oh,
It's like
no.
a really bad holy shit.
Oh, it's
You
okay,
can-
it's
you
okay,
can
we have more
reroll.
willpower. Yeah, more
Willpower.
willpower. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Okay.
Get some rest afterwards.
More.
All the failed dice. We'll just burn through all the willpower. It's fine. It's fine. It's
That
fine.
Adam Driver.
Exactly.
Surprised Ramos even wants this to work.
I'll be so real. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna kill it. Either we get to get out of here, or I get to fucking tear the thing's throat out.
I think I used all my willpower, so just to get 4 successes.
Not high enough. Not for this. So
I thought, oh,
you reach
Sick.
out with this gift that Unicorn gave you, but you see Elias is ready at this very moment to attack it. You feel conflicted about switching tribes without having the time to pay proper deference or to speak to Gorgon about it, and you're not confident in what you're doing. And you reach out and you begin to sing it a lullaby, and its eyes flick to you, and for a moment they glaze over as if it is going to sleep, but then they snap open, and she says, "What are you doing?"
Making sure we don't have to hurt you.
Why would you want to hurt me?
Because we need to leave.
You cannot leave. Mother has put you here, and here you will stay.
Yeah, well, she's not my fucking mother.
Oh, scheisse.
I need a resolve and dexterity roll, please.
Okay.
Mhm.
Ready when you are. 7 on a crit.
Perfect. She rolled 6. Hang on, but I lost a dice, right? 6 successes. So you see these tendrils of metal reach out for you and almost try and wrap around you, but you are quick enough to get out of the way. So she has initiated combat, to use D&D speak here. Markus, what do you do?
I have to buy Lorelei some time.
That's what you think?
So, from where Markus is standing, he raises his left hand and shoots the claws out of his fingers.
You want to use wasp talons.
I would
Right.
like to do that, yes.
Yes, there's no cost to this. However, make me a dexterity and glory roll. And you are going to take a point of superficial damage. You can't use your claws until you heal that superficial damage.
Oof. Teeth.
Teeth. All right. So you shoot them out of your hands. It hurts. You rip literally all of your nails come and shoot out like darts into this construct, into those tendrils that were just coming out at Lorelei, into her stomach and her neck. And it does damage her. And she screams. And the entire area goes black. Unfortunately, only one of you can see in the dark. That is Elias, but he can't access that gift right now. Timber.
Timber was standing right in front.
Mhm.
You said there was wires coming out of the walls?
Yes, what she's attached to.
Yeah. Timber's gonna try to find one of those and try and pull it out.
Are you? Which form are you in?
I'm in Hamid, but I could probably switch to Glabro.
Okay. So that's your minor action. Rage check.
I'm at 3 rage.
Okay. And you can make me a strength and Athletics?
Brawl. Could I strengthen brawl, maybe?
Do you want to punch through them?
Yeah, I'm trying to, like, rip.
Okay.
And,
Do a
like,
strength and brawl. You're at a 2 dice penalty for being in the dark.
That's 2 teeth that I added to that.
Okay. So you can absolutely pull it out. Take 3 points of superficial damage as
Done.
the electricity burns you. Elias.
Rapid to Krynos, baby, let's go!
You already rapid shifted it into Glabro.
To Glebro.
Yeah. So you want to do it again into Krynos?
Hell yeah, dog.
All right. Make me another rage check. Dexterity and glory again. I need 3 successes. If not, you're gonna hurt yourself.
We're so good, gang.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Okay. Now you have a minor action and a full action. A minor that would help if you had access to your gifts, which you don't.
Yeah. We're gonna fucking rip this thing's fucking arms off.
Okay. You can make me a strength and brawl. You have a 2 dice penalty.
10 successes.
10 successes. Yes. You begin tearing into this thing. It screams. All of you can hear it in the dark. You feel yourself ripping through flesh and wires and electricity. You don't take any damage from it, however. Lorelei. Now, you could take the opportunity here, instead of trying Lullaby again, as you can see that your pack is attacking, to open the shadow passage. You could try to open it here to see if it works. Can't guarantee that it will without her be, you can just make the assumption that they're going to kill her and you can open the shadow passage and get out, or you could try and lull her to sleep before they kill her.
Oh God. Everything in Lorelei wants to help her pack attack. That's what she would have done for Gorgon. But there's this pull of this tug of empathy that she feels for this creature. So I'll attempt Lullaby again.
All right, composure and wisdom, please. I need 6 successes. Actually, with 3 people attacking her at once, I'm going to divide that in half. I need 3 successes.
3 successes.
3 successes exactly. All right. So you sing again to this, more determined this time. You want this to work. You want this creature to live. Maybe you can figure out how to save it. Maybe you can figure out how to save all these echoes, as she called them here. Maybe you can undo everything April has done if you have the time to study and prepare for it. You are a Theurge, after all. That is what you do, understanding the occult within the Umbra, and within the Garou nation, as shattered as it is. So you sing to it, you encourage it, force it, beg it to fall asleep. As you do so, all of the lights come back on. You see Markus has lost all of his nails, his claws, his dark obsidian claws are gone. They're stuck into her. You see Elias is ripping out her organs and wires, and Timber has disconnected one of her arms that extends into the wall, out of the wall. And she goes limp and falls forward. And everything for the moment is quiet.
We can go. We can go now.
Not a moment too soon.
Come back for her. We'll come back for all of them. Can't. And I'll begin the rite of shadow passage.
Mm-hmm. It's your highest level of renown and occult. You're in lupus form, I believe, at the moment.
Hispo.
You're in Hispo.
I think Timber's gonna get between Elias and his prey right now because he's in Krynos, and start
Yes.
speaking in the Garou tongue. Because he went absolutely feral in the dark, and I don't think he stopped when the lights came on. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I doubt it.
Yeah. So it's tackling into him.
Brother Elias, it is time to go. Cascada is waiting
Be
for
left
you.
alive.
Cascada waits. Not alive right now.
Can I grow my claws back?
You may. Make me rich.
The oath persists, brother. You might find your way back to Cascada.
I'll spend the willpower to stay in Krenos, but relinquish my prey.
All right.
I would like to roll my rage checks to heal from pulling out wire.
You may.
I am still at 3 rage.
Mm-hmm.
But no more superficial damage.
Lorelei, what did you roll?
5 successes.
5 successes. So, you open the passage again. Beyond the passage, you see home. The Sept of Monse.
I found it. I found the way home.
Everybody go through. Timber will wait with Lorelei. And what I'm going to do, honey, is use Hidden Killer to cover up the fact that this was us.
Of course you would find a way to use Hidden Killer in the Umbra. Spend a point of willpower, please. That is all it takes.
Yeah!
Hide deaths caused by Garu. Right. Everyone goes through the... goes through the portal, excuse me. Is there anything anyone would like to do before they go through? Last chance now. Anything you'd like to take? Anything you'd like to do? Now, all those specimens from F are gone.
I mean, I'm still taking the crate.
Taking the crate. Taking the squirrel.
If there are any of the wires,
You can take a wire, sure.
just to have Crack Teeth take a look at it.
Everyone goes through the portal. It's easy journey. No issues, thanks to that roll of Lorelei's. And all of you find yourselves back in Lorelei's cabin, exactly where you were when you took this journey. Sitting around this table in the center of Lorelei's cabin where you all got super high and then fell into the past. But Renata is not here. In fact, none of the things are here. The table, the hot plate, the bowl, nothing's here. The table has been pushed back and moved. Where the hot plate went, you don't know. But that is the scene that you all come upon.
Immediately checking my phone.
There's no messages from Renata in your phone, but you do see that the date is wrong. It's been about 10 weeks since you left.
I think she literally makes that face where she just blinks. And it's been... No. We were trapped for... And she'll go into the calendar app to, like, count. 10 fucking weeks?
Alright, Rena's not allowed to be our trip sitter anymore.
We have to find her!
She's a survivor.
Timber's out of there the minute it says 10 weeks. Out the fucking door.
It's nighttime when you leave, exactly as it was when you started. You don't see any leftover indicator of the moot that happened the night you went trip-hopping through time. Everything seems pretty quiet. Doesn't seem to be anything of significance going on.
That's going to Pinecone's cabin. And then going to find Talia.
Right, so let's go in around here. Markus, where do you go first? What do you do?
Markus is waiting for either Humboldt to go bury his parents or Elias to talk about what just happened.
Okay. Timber is looking for someone to talk to. Timber, the first person that you come across is not Pinecones, doesn't seem to be here, but you come across your father, Crookpaw. And he says, Timber?
Daddy Crookpaw, where is Talia? Where bulletproof?
And he puts his hands around your face. I put your name in the tree.
What?
We don't know where you go. We thought you dead. So I put your name in the tree.
Not dead? Trapped by stupid Weaver trash?
I am glad you're not dead. I take your name out of the tree along with Wormfoe and Hanvald.
That only names you put on tree? Well,
No,
Timber was gone?
Put Lorelei in there as well. Markus too.
No one else.
Tiara cry and cry and cry and cry. She not doing well.
Why?
I don't know. Woman things.
Timber has to go find Sept Leader.
Okay. We celebrate that you are not dead. I call your brother.
Pinecones thought Timber was dead.
We all thought you dead. You gone long time.
Timber is sorry.
Why sorry? You live.
Stupid human feelings. Shut up! And Timber's going to leave.
Mm-hmm. Elias.
Running to Cascada.
Just busted out of the cabin, running to Cascada. Got it. You run to your cabin, to Cascada's cabin. Cascada seems extremely shocked to see you when you bust in there. There's a picture of you on her table with a candle next to it, along with her sister, Gentle Mary. Because she assumed that you were dead. She sits up immediately. I won't be tricked.
It's not a trick.
It better not be. You have 10 seconds to explain yourself before I rip you in half.
We were trapped, all of us. The whole pack. It wasn't 10 weeks for us.
Trapped where?
The Umbra.
She comes up to you and she slaps you across the face. And then she hugs you extremely tightly. Next time you go exploring in the Umbra, you have to tell me first.
It wasn't supposed to be. It wasn't supposed to be an exploration. It was just supposed to be a memory.
I don't care what it was supposed to be. This sept has been in mourning. We thought we lost half of our members.
Sorry.
Did Markus make it out?
Everyone is fine.
He has to talk to his sister.
He will. Again, we'll found his parents.
What? You can see that she's no longer injured. She's recovered completely. She walks confidently. She takes your hand and she walks confidently out of the cabin. Lorelei.
Lorelei is looking to Humboldt and then to Markus and says, okay, Markus, find your sisters. I need to speak with Tiara. Humboldt, let me help you bury the dead.
I just silently nod and walk out of the cabin.
You head over and you see that Cascada and Elias have emerged. Timber looks sort of paralyzed, as if they are having big feelings. Crookpaw is standing nearby. And you also see Talia and Tiara emerge. Now, Tiara looks far more pregnant than she was, obviously, because time has moved forward while you were trapped in the Umbra. And Talia and Tiara immediately come over to you, Markus. And they immediately put their arms around you. Tiara looks awful. She looks jaundiced. She looks ill.
What did you eat? You look like shit.
They both don't say anything. They're just hugging you so deeply, and Tiara is weeping into your hair. Cascada comes over to you, Hanbald, and she sees what you have, and she says, Where? How?
They left them, the remnants of the Ural Mountains left them, and this place, this construct in the Umbra. It was a prison of sorts. There is other stuff, but I have to honor them.
We will. We will have a proper funeral. Elias, I need to call the Berlin Pack. They have to come back here. They have to come back here now.
Where were they? Were they looking for us?
I don't know. I don't know. Something is wrong with Finley.
What's wrong with him?
Wandering Dick syndrome? I'm not really sure.
I'll handle it.
Yeah, let me call them. All right, I'm gonna make phone calls. Everyone, please. I'm so happy that you're alive and you're back, Lorelei.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to lead my pack astray.
Ask Crookpaw where Renata is.
Yeah, okay.
Crookpaw's over by Timber and going, There, Timber. It's okay. You can cry. It's okay to cry, is what Cascada says.
Too many stupid tears were shed because Timber Berlin Pack be here soon, and Timber will see pine cones.
Yes, but look, even the right master cry. Markus cannot barely walk over here. He's trying, but Tiara is crying into his hair. So crying is okay. It's okay.
Timber is mad right now, and Timber will stay mad.
That's also okay. I like that.
Timber knows. No more lost pups. And they took wrong pup. And they will pay.
If you say so. And Lorelei, Hanbald, Elias, and Markus, you all head over to Crookpaw, and Crookpaw is again in this terrible way of comforting Timber. And he says, Oh, so nice. I put all your names in the tree. I will take them all down, though. I'll put them away, and when I dead, and you are dead again, or when I dead, or you give them to whoever will put them in the tree for you when you are dead.
Thank you for honoring us. Despite, we're still very much alive.
Crookpaw, have you added any names from the Ural Mountains here on the tree?
No, for we did not know who lived and who died, and there was no way for us to properly honor them.
Well, there is two that we need to honor.
I finally, kind of like with a shaky arm, I put the crate down in front of everybody.
He opens it up slightly and peeks inside, and he says, "Make them pay, right, Timber?"
That is what Timber said. For everything they took, we take more.
We honor the dead, and then we make them pay. You'll have to tell us when everyone is gathered again. Markus, you seem sad. You sad like Timber. You want to cry? It's okay to cry.
Shut the fuck up. I'm angry.
Also okay. Good emotion. The best.
And
Aw.
Markus, still sitting on 4 rage, will step right up to Crookpaw. I know you apologized, but it's still really a fucking stone in my craw every time you look at me out the side of your eye like that. So you're going to stop doing it, or the next mood, I'm going to cripple you, old man.
I don't have to look outside the eye anymore. You are mate with my daughter. If you do bad, she will kill you. And I will laugh.
No one dying today.
What are my sisters fucking crying about?
Don't know. Lorelei, you have to ask them, I suppose. Lorelei, what?
Oh, sorry, Skada told me to ask you what happened to Renata.
Ah, the leech. Is she here and you all gone? And we're like, well, maybe she killed them all with her stupid blood magic. So she's staked under the ground. She's been there 2 months, maybe?
Oh, but she's alive.
No. Leech. Leech no live. She buried out in the woods.
You know, in an odd way, I appreciate it.
Okay.
Thank you for not tearing her head off.
Thought this was better, so that if we ever want to beat her up when we're feeling upset about your deaths, we can.
Okay. I think Lorelei is tired,
Mm-hmm.
but she will look over to see if she can spot Tiara.
Yeah, Tiara is sort of clinging to Markus, and Talia is what Talia is trying to comfort Tiara. Talia is trying to figure out what is going on. Anyone want to tell me what is going on? Tiara, please. Sorry, hormones.
We have a lot to get through.
Do you want to give me the Spark Notes version before the Berlin pack arrives?
Ebro made Pocket Dimension prison to keep kinfolk experiments. You look terrible. Who has been taking care of Tiara? Timber would like to fight them.
Tiara's sick.
I want to approach Tiara and kind of place a gentle hand on her back.
She feels very frail. Through her clothes, you can feel all the bones in her body.
This is not acceptable. You have jaundice.
It's complicated. She will be all right.
Yes, because Timber is going to take care of her, because this care needs doctor, and Timber is doctor here.
I appreciate it, Timber. We need to know who the enemy is. Besides Shukra, who arrived when you all were gone and declared that they lay claim to Markus. If we don't hand Markus over, they would come back with someone else. A Silver Fang named Claudia. That they would lay waste to the Sept for its corruption.
I will kill all of them myself. Fuck Shukra. Fuck all of them. Bettina had a baby, and it's mine, and they're experimenting on her.
What?
You asked for spark notes.
I did.
This is going to be longer conversation.
You really are Dad's son.
Yeah, well, Jürgen didn't get the chance.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we learned about condoms.
Sure.
Okay. Keeping her where? And how long you dated Bettina when... You dated Bettina when I was like 15.
Oh, well, it was on and off for a few years.
I'm 30. How long?
A while.
Felicitas is 15 if Timber did math right.
So did you break up with her because she was pregnant?
No. I broke up with her because she wanted me to leave. And she wanted to get to know you all. And she couldn't do that.
Yeah.
And now she's a fucking... What is it called? A tech priest or whatever.
Okay. So the leader of Gilgal Industries has my niece and is doing experimentation on her. And you all were trapped inside of her prison for 10 weeks. Is that everything?
No.
Grunewald.
Prison is under Grunewald. Where Elias and I found the Anansi.
Okay. So, are you saying that we need to mount an assault on Grunewald?
No.
Okay.
I don't know. Talk to your Wyrmfell. I just don't think overwhelming them in mass will work.
They take away wild.
Okay.
But we took something of theirs too. And I look towards the ring on Elias's finger.
Tiara takes it, and she says, "This is extremely powerful, Markus. We will have to have a discussion. We have the dangers of Shukra and these Munich werewolves that are assisting the Stargazers in attempting to take you. They claim to have a cure for your affliction, Markus. Do you know anything about that?"
Death.
Yeah, I already asked about that. She said it's not death.
Then they'll take the wolf from me forever or something. Doesn't matter. What matters is that
We're not letting that happen.
they are honorless dogs. All of them.
We aren't letting that happen, Markus. But we're going to have to decide if we fight for our family or if we fight our own.
I will challenge Shukra to single combat and I will kill her in front of all of her people.
You absolutely will not.
Elias. When I was a boy, Shukra had a vision that I would become what I am. And she put a seal on me. because I was destined to be Garu, and she kept that from me. She robbed me of my birthright, and Dark Litany set me free. So I will have Gorgon's justice. I will not be denied.
You will not fight her alone.
Or kill her followers all you like. My honor demands that the challenge be made.
We can discuss your honor later.
Talia sort of steps in between you. Yes, we can discuss it later. Lorelei, let me show you where Renata is buried. Let's dig her up. It's still night.
Yes. Yes, please.
I'm sorry, I was very much overruled, and I don't have a particular fondness for
No.
people like her.
Like I said, it's better than the alternative.
And she sort of leads you away, and as Tiara is still clinging on to you, Markus, she's sort of just grabbing onto your hair and your body as if she doesn't believe still that you're here. I'm so happy you're here, Markus. I didn't want to go into the afterlife and tell Mama and Papa that I didn't save you.
You're not dying.
I feel like I'm dying.
Yeah, well, I feel like I'm a shitty father, but it doesn't take away from the fact that I didn't have the opportunity to be a good one. So it's time for us to fucking lock in and grow up. I'm sorry I've been kind of an asshole.
It's okay. I missed it. To protect the sept from the Black Spiral Dancer incursion, I gave up a lot of my own spirit. Remember what Papa used to call it? Gnosis.
Yeah.
It's weakened me considerably, and I think that I am destined for an even shorter life than most Garu.
Take solace in the strengths of the Northwind. It blows persistent.
Can I get a wits and awareness, not from Lorelei, who's gone, but from Hunbald, Elias, and Timber, not from Markus either, who's in conversation?
2 successes and 2 teeth.
We'll get right to that.
4.
Mm-hmm.
3.
Okay. So Timber and Elias recognize this person that they see wandering up from the road with no car. You've met her a long time ago. Didn't expect to see her. This is Ilva. But Hunbald, who is currently waiting to bury his own parents and just went through something very traumatizing, sees a stranger approaching, doesn't know who she is, what she is, and immediately runs up to her. And I'll let you decide which form you shift into. I won't require a rage. I won't require a rage check for it.
I'll shift to Hispo.
Hispo. And you immediately run up to her, shifting into your Hispo form as you move. And she doesn't scream, but she immediately starts backing up with her hands up in the air. And she yells out, I'm friendly. I'm family.
This one says she's family.
Yes, that is mate's sister. What? Why is Ilva here?
I need somewhere to stay.
Oh. Not here for death. Good.
No.
One less person thinks.
She brushes past you and she says, Markus?
What are you doing, Yvi?
I need somewhere to stay.
Yeah. You can take the bed at my place. I'll stay at Timber's.
I'm pregnant.
I'm a dad.
I think Mom and Dad messed us up a lot more than we're really ready to admit to each other. Or to ourselves.
I'm telling everyone, but I would admit it all to you. You're my favorite. Shh.
Tiara's like, I'm standing right here.
Shh.
Elias, that's when you get a phone call. Or rather, Cascada comes out with a phone, is what I should say. And she comes out with her cell phone and she says, Elias, you need to talk to Yusuf. Now.
Yeah. Take the phone.
And he says, Wormfoe, we can't come back right now.
What is going on?
Well, Talia said that we had to get Finley back. That she wasn't going to tolerate his behavior anymore, especially with how bad Tiara is getting. And we need someone who's not us to fucking knock some sense into him. Figure it should be you. Oh, awesome that you're alive, by the way.
Yeah, I was gonna say, this is quite the return from death gift.
Well, we were trying to do it without you, but since you're alive and, you know, you took a 10-week vacation, I think you owe us one.
Oh, this is not a vacation. Where are you?
I'm at the Kit Kat Club.
What the fuck is that?
It's a sex techno fetish club. You got the right outfit?
He's gonna look down at one of the 12 sleevelesses that he owns. Sure.
Yeah. We also found a beaten up body that we have to drop off before we bring Finley home.
Someone we know?
No, I think it's a pet of one of the leeches.
You've been busy.
Well, someone had to pick up your slack, big man. We didn't all get a free trip to Hawaii or wherever it is that you were.
This was so not Hawaii. I'm on my way.
Timber, would you like to go with Elias? Or Hanbald, would you like to go with Elias? Or would you like to remain here?
Are you leaving now?
I have to.
I could join you.
You're more than welcome to, but Finley's never been one for an ambush.
I could stay silent. I still know the arts of my patron Rad.
Anyone is welcome to join me, but
We're going. Exactly. Berlin?
Sorry, I misunderstood the question, my bad. Berlin, the Kit Kat Club.
Timber will go. Timber. But we have to stop and see Pinecones.
I'll drop you off along the way. Sound good?
Timber has to see Pinecones. And then we drag Finley back by tail.
Drag him back by fucking something.
Hanbald heard techno fetish sex club and was like, I'm game.
No, none of those words, but that's okay.
Sounds interesting. I wonder what it is. And you watch most of your pack leave. You watch Lorelei go into the woods with your sister, and Tiara and Ilva are there with you, Markus. And Ilva says to you, nothing bad happened, in case you're wondering, and in case Talia freaks out about it again. Nothing bad happened with my boyfriend. He's fine. I don't want him hunted down and for sport or whatever it is that you guys do. Everything's fine.
What do you mean?
I don't want to stay with him right now. he's going through stuff and I can't help him with it right now.
I don't understand.
I need space from him right now because he is not in a good mental headspace, emotional headspace to help me through my condition.
Okay.
And also I missed you, obviously.
I mean, we always miss you. I am just. I mean, I'm not. I'm here, but I'm not like really here. You know. I miss when we were kids, and these were all just stories. You know.
I'm sorry that you became this.
I'm not.
I became what I am. I'm sorry.
You shouldn't be.
I will always be.
If anyone deserves the keys to the universe, Ilva Sweets, it's you. Use them to unlock the right doors.
I'm really jealous of Bertrand, honestly.
I wouldn't be. His boyfriend's a dick.
I mean, I never thought so.
Yasha,
I like him.
I think he's a bit of a cunt.
I just think...
But, I mean, people have said the same thing about me, so, like, whatever.
And as she starts asking, like, well, which cabin should I sleep in? Or, like, are we bunking in the same cabin? Because she doesn't know about timber. Tiara gets a phone call. And suddenly you hear Tiara's sort of weakened voice sort of stiffen up. And she starts speaking more pronouncedly and stronger than she actually feels or looks. And you can tell immediately that she's talking about Bertrand. And she says, I will be there right away. And she hangs up. And she says, Markus, I need you to come with me.
Where are we going?
Bertrand has been shot at our mother's auction house.
For a moment, I forgot we were in Germany. We'll take the moonlit path. I can take you across with me.
He's with a leech. Not Yosha.
So?
Apparently Yosha shot him.
Told you he was a cunt.
Let's go. Hopefully he's still alive when we get there.
You know they're people.
Do
Reyna. Yosha. Whoever the fuck you are on the phone with. They're people.
I'm glad you think so, Markus. You should... Do you remember Gentle Mary's seminars that she used to hold? About how we could save the vampires in Berlin. You should start that up again.
I don't think we can save them. But I do think we cannot make their lives any worse.
I don't have time to talk about this with you. Bertrand's dying.
And I think Markus will just put his arms around his sister and they will disappear into a puff of green mist.
Mm-hmm. And that is where we are end episode 3. No way forward for this evening. Except a way forward. Because you guys got out.